Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, as you can see, we are back on Roblox playing Car Factory Tycoon, and I have got a lot of money. I've got 200 million, so I hope that is enough money to hopefully max out the second part of the car factory, and then hopefully in episode 3 we'll build the third building as well. So let me go ahead and collect 1.1 million, which I have already saved up, and let's start with the conveyor 3. There we go. So I'm trying to think about this strategically, where I build the first conveyor, then the second conveyor, and then I can get the building 3 foundation, which then allows me to get the auto restocker and auto seller in building 2. So I think in order to do that, we need to buy all of the cars, and then once we have done all of that, we should then be able to get conveyor 4, and then we should be able to then get building 3, and now we should be able to unlock the restocker and the auto seller, which we do indeed. Lovely stuff. And then what we will do is we'll then max out this car as well, and then we'll also get all of the workers as well for each conveyor, and then once we have done all of that, we can then focus on the materials and the parking spaces. But for now, everything is done, so we'll get all of the cosmetic things like the trees and buildings and all of that, the park if we need that, and just make sure that everything like this is basically in, if that makes any sense. And there we go. It's that simple, and we have effectively got 2 conveyors producing the max cars, getting the most amount of money, and we've just started the video. So let's now see if we can max out the storage and the parking spaces on that one, and let's even see if we can do it on this one. We should be able to. And once we've done all of this, we've basically maxed out building 2 already, and we can now start collecting cash from obviously these 2 buildings and just get ready to build building 3, to be honest. So I think what we will do now is we will go to building 3, but we'll only do conveyor 5, because as long as these 2 are automated, I can at least stay in this building and just focus on this area, if that makes sense. So getting all of the restockers and the auto seller in this building doesn't really matter. Even though I have them, it doesn't really matter that much, because obviously these 2 are automated, so I can effectively just stay here. So let's see what we can do with my 71 million. So let's firstly buy the conveyor belt, and we're already down half our money, and let's firstly max out all of the workers, because that is going to be the most annoying thing. And let's start creating some vehicles. So let's make sure that we get in 3 of each thing. There we go. And let's get obviously building this when we need to. And you know how the last basically 4 conveyor belts have been cars? This is kind of like construction vehicles, as you can see. So this one is slightly different to the other ones, and it's a slightly bigger conveyor belt as well. I missed that. It's a slightly bigger oh my god, I literally cannot get these. It's a slightly bigger conveyor belt, and I'm pretty sure you can only have 6 parking spaces as well, other than 8 that I think you would get on this one. So yeah, it's slightly smaller, but it still produces a lot of money. So now all 3 of our vehicles are ready to be sold. So once again, I go with the green ones to ensure that I get the maximum amount of payment. And even then, we're getting like 3.4 million per vehicle. So we're now on 13.3, but that's not all, because again, we can collect our money that we have been getting from these 2 factories. There we go. So we are now on 42 million. And if we go back to conveyor 3, I think we should be able to max out the workers on this. So then this is pretty much fully automated. So there we go. And we don't have enough to get the next truck yet, but we should be able to when we next sell our items. So let's go ahead and pick up our materials like this. Obviously, we'll only do 3, just like that. And actually, in fact, if we go ahead and collect our money that we might get here, yeah, now we have enough to get the next vehicle already. So that's basically what I mean. You know, if you have at least 2 factories being fully automated, you can still make a lot of money while you're still building this. And that is exactly what we've been doing when we've been building Factory 2 as well. We've still been earning money from Factory 1. And because we maxed both of these out, it's the maximum amount of money you can earn from both factories. So all we really do now is just do the waiting game, to be honest. We just wait for everything to be built, sell them, collect materials and put them in there, and it's just basically rinse and repeat. Sometimes it is a little bit of a waiting game, but most of the time it is just building, especially when you get to a stage in the game like this. Now let's get the concrete mixer. There we go, for 12 million, and then we go ahead and restock and do it again. And now the forklift and the scissor lift, or only scissor lift, and we nearly got the excavator. Actually, if we go ahead and collect our money, we have enough, and there we go. That's the excavator. And this should earn us a lot of money as well. Now the wrecking ball, and well, that's already maxed. So let's increase those two, and we will get an additional parking space. And let's go ahead and top this up, and then wait for them to be made, then sell them. This is basically my life at the moment. And the reason why I got an additional parking space instead of storage is because obviously I want the storage and the parking spaces to match, basically. So yeah, I decided not to get the storage because I probably would have put one more in there, and then it would have basically been stuck to clear the parking spaces before it made the next one. So I just wanted to make sure that I had more parking spaces than needed, so I could make sure that I got all of the materials into the thing. And that's basically it. I mean, if I collect my money, I might be able to get the next thing anyway. So let's see, 11.5. It was probably around that margin. Let's have a quick look. Yes, it was 10.3. Oh wait, 9.7 to increase the storage. There we go. So we will get an additional some materials. There we go. And now the storage and parking spaces are maxed. Let's see if we can max these out. So there we go. And yeah, awesome. There we go. So that's all maxed out. So we'll obviously go ahead and top this up. And that's basically it. We don't really need to do much more with this anymore. I mean, obviously we still need to make sure that we top all of this stuff up. But in terms of productivity, we have obviously the max workers, the max car, the max parking spaces, and obviously whatever this is, materials as well, and we've fully automated the other two. So what I basically need to do now is save up enough money, get the conveyor 6, get building 4, then we can get the restockers, and that's basically it, to be honest. I mean, obviously then we'll need to build conveyor 6, but I'm not too concerned about doing that this video. So we have the money to get conveyor 6, so we'll get that. And now in order to get building 4, we need to go back to the first part, and we'll obviously top this up as well. So let's just go ahead and do that quickly as well. To get building 4, we need 75 million. Okay, so hopefully one more round of selling our vehicles, and then we should have enough to get that. Get the auto restocker for these, and then we could focus on the other things as well. And as I predicted, one more round of selling, and we can get building 4. There we go. So now we can go back to building 3, get the restocker and the auto seller, and then everything is effectively automated. Now we just need to fill out this area, and then we get started on building 4. But I think I'm going to do that in the next video, because we have basically built building 2, building 3. I don't want to drag out this video too much. So yeah, I think everything that we have done in this video has been slightly productive. One thing I will just quickly do is get all of the decorational stuff in building 4, and then yeah, we'll then call it a day. So let me just go ahead and buy all of this stuff and get more money as well for the next episode as well, because the decorational stuff is starting to get a bit expensive as well. So yeah, I'm going to grind out this game a little bit off camera, get a lot of money, and yeah, that's what we'll do in the next video. We will finish off this conveyor, and then we will go ahead and start on building 4 as well. Look at that. I can just see all of my minions working. I'm getting people making the cars, selling the cars, everything like that. Perfect. So there we go. That is going to be the end of this video. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and you want to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.